Hello, welcome to Comenculo Chanel. Over the years, Grand Seiko has created quite a few models that either revive or reimagine its classic 44GS case design, and as its latest new release of 2023, Grand Seiko has announced a trio of midsize 44GS watches that are exclusively for the US market. Officially known as the SBGW 313, SBGW 311, and SBGW 309, the three new Grand Seiko models are part of the brands. The three new Grand Seiko 44GS watches are essentially US market exclusive dial variations of the pair of midsize models that joined the Heritage Collection earlier this year. This means that the new midsize 44GS watches are all crafted from stainless steel and have cases that measure 36.5 mm in diameter by 11.6 mm thick, with angular lugs that are set 18 mm apart and extend to create an overall lug-to-lug profile of 42.7 mm. To emulate the appearance of the acrylic crystals that can be found on the original 44GS from 1967, the new trio of midsize models all feature box-shaped sapphire crystals above their dials with an anti-reflective coatings on their inside surfaces. From an external perspective, the new trio of midsize Grand Seiko 44GS watches are all identical, and the only details separating them are the finishing on their dials and hands. While they appear in different colors, the dials all feature the same core design with a clean time-only layout, baton-style markers, and Grand Seiko's signature, MT Iwate, pattern that creates a unique radial texture that extends outward from the center. Additionally, all three of these US. The first of the three new Grand Seiko midsize 44GS watches is the SBGW 313, and it is known as the Hanami, due to its pink dial that is inspired by the flowers of the sakura cherry blossom trees that reside in the Iwate prefecture of Japan. The word, Hanami, translates to the viewing of flowers, specifically cherry blossoms, and since the Grand. The second model among the trio of new 44GS midsize watches is the Grand Seiko SBGW 311, and this version is known as the Tsuyu, because it is inspired by Japan's rainy season that starts in early summer. The word. Lastly, the final model among the trio of US market exclusive 44GS midsize watches is the Grand Seiko SBGW 309. And this model is inspired by the ice-covered trees of winter that are known as Juhyo, and appear as large monstrous shapes that scatter the landscape. Fitted with a bright blue dial to recall the appearance of the cold skies that reflect across the snow-covered formations. Powering the new trio of US market exclusive Grand Seiko 44GS midsize watches is the brand's Caliber 9S64 manual wind mechanical movement, which runs at a frequency of 28,800 bph 4 Hz with a power reserve of approximately 72 hours. While the entry-level mechanical movements produced by the standard Seiko brand are often criticized for their fairly loose timekeeping tolerances, Grand Seiko takes its accuracy standards incredibly seriously, and the hand-wound Caliber 9S64 inside the new midsize 44GS models adheres to the strict timekeeping tolerances of -3 to +5 seconds per day, which is even more stringent than what is required for COSC chronometer standards.